Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Irina. I'm bringing you this week's Supply Chain Minute. And of course, since we're getting closer to the holidays, we are going to continue to talk about some of the challenges that we really need to overcome before we can have a somewhat comfortable holiday season. So we are all aware now of all of the challenges that are ongoing at West Coast ports and the congestion, which is of course having downstream effects on suppliers and buyers, shippers, distributors, and customers alike. We're seeing costs go up for just distribution and manufacturing of goods. Suppliers are having issues in terms of getting the raw materials, and obviously the shortage of containers because they're stuck out at sea is impacting global supply chains all around, not just U.S. supply chains because the containers are stuck here. The shortage of transportation inland and the congestion in rail due to just low ability and flow of product is also backing things up. And then we all know that the ask is now to have a 24/7 operation at ports. And I also find it interesting that a lot of others who don't work in the industry thought that this was already happening. There's a lot of challenges to overcome there. And we're also seeing that as congestion continues to grow at West Coast ports, more vessels are moving east through East Coast ports when they are starting to see some congestion. And so while a lot of efforts are thrown at addressing the problem, I think that we need to look at some of the coordination efforts that need to be, working well for this to actually have the desired result. We need to be able to have all hands on deck across the entire supply chain and not just at the port. We need to have the right chassis in place and drivers and, availability of driving hours. And then at the retail end, the ability to actually unload and turn that truck around pretty fast. There's going to be just a deluge of goods that when the doors open, and I think, there's a buy-in that needs to happen for all of us to understand the rapid pace at which this needs to turn around with. So if that does actually happen and we see some of the alleviation of congestion and the results that we're expecting, then certainly things look a little bit better for the holiday season. If not, my suggestion is always to continue to plan ahead because we're a little bit on shaky ground going into November here. So I'm really curious to see how some of you guys are dealing with some of the challenges. All of our product is stuck out at sea. And so what are some of the contingency plans outside of air freight? Because now we've seen that those rates are just continuing to skyrocket at this time as well. So very interesting logistics and transportation challenges. And I'm just curious to see how you're all overcoming the obstacles, and more to come soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.